Yeah. Hi, welcome aboard. Did I say it right? Okay, good. Everything feel good? You can hear me all right? Okay, good. Ghana? Hi, Ghana. Welcome aboard. The gargle's still okay? Okay, good. And Jeff. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, brother? You can hear me all right? Okay, good. Don't be scooted in, dude. You gotta scoot out, man. Like, hang out the side a little bit. Nah, just kidding. Gabe? What's up, Gabe? How's it going, man? Everything still okay? Okay, good. Alright, cool. Vicky? Hey, Michael. How's it going, guys? Welcome aboard. Still okay with the glasses in there? Alright, cool. My name's Drew. I'll be your pilot today. I'm going to go over a couple things with you guys real quick, and then we'll get you in the air. First, I want to make sure everybody watched the safety video inside. No questions? Awesome. We got a beautiful day, barely any wind, so it should be a really smooth flight for us out there. I was born and raised on Maui, so I'm going to show you guys all my favorite spots. Hiking, diving, fishing, surfing. First couple minutes of flight, in the last couple minutes, I'll be talking to the tower, but once they let me go, I'll hop on to you guys and start telling you a bunch of cool stuff. You guys ready? Alright, last thing, check those seatbelts for me. Make sure you guys are securely fastened in. We'll also keep our hands and feet inside the helicopter at all times, especially our feet. We don't want a shoe going in the tail rotors. That's really important. Seatbelt's one of the most secure spots to hold on to. If you guys are looking for somewhere to grab onto, under the seat is a good one too. This seat is locked down. You guys are welcome to hold on to it. Mine's on rails, so I ask you guys don't hold on to it unless it's an emergency. For everybody on the outer edge, there is a little railing on the outside of the helicopter. You can kind of tuck your fingers up and grab onto. Just don't point or stick your arm out. We're going to be moving pretty quick. Don't hurt your shoulder or anything. You get a nice little handle right there, too. And then, you're perfect where you're at. I always tell whoever's sitting next to me, we're going to be working controls in this area. These guys come up and down. We'll try to keep it as clear as possible. And if you wouldn't mind just kind of tucking this under your butt, sitting on it, then it won't be whacking us the whole time. Perfect. All right, you guys, let's do it. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Alright, you guys, cool. They just let me go. Everybody doing okay so far? Alright, you guys saw those whales? Right off the bat? It was epic. So over to our left, there's this big valley right here. It's called Waihe'e Valley. Down at the base of the valley on the right side, kind of wooded area, is Mendez Ranch. They do ATV tours and horseback riding all along these coastal trails and up through the mountains. Just above that, there's this densely packed little pine forest. It's the start of one of the most popular hiking trails on Maui. It's called the Waihe'e Ridge Trail. Zigzags up along the right side to that first peak. Awesome trail, beautiful view at the top. A lot of incline though, so be ready for a workout. If you're looking for something a little more mellow, there's a smaller valley just to the right of that. We're about to fly by. There's a hike in there that I love. It's called 13 Crossings. You cross the creek 13 times. You get to a waterfall in the back you can swim in. They're both cool. Both of them would be beautiful today. We're going to be cruising along the northwest part of Maui. The road does get really windy at certain points, but there's also some really cool spots to stop off. I'll show you guys some of my favorites as we get a little further up. Then Michael, Vicky, this little section of Maui is going to be on our left, heading over to Molokai. It'll be on our right on the way back. I'll point out all these spots again for you guys. So this area coming up on our left is called Kahakaloa. Probably the most windy, narrow part of the road on the entire island. I try to never drive here at night unless I absolutely have to, but during the day it's not too bad. Just take your time, go slow. Pretty sleepy little town. Not a whole lot going on. But out in front of us, we got these 4 or 5 little points kind of condensed together. The second one in has this beautiful spot. It's called the Olivine Pools. Big natural tide pools. They're about 10 to 12 feet deep. Awesome spot to stop, swim, take photos, but there's really no signs or anything. So you got to remember this little dirt area to pull off. Say you're a couple cars there. It's about a 15-minute walk down. Main pools are just coming up on our left side now. And we're going to head to this next point out in front of us called Nakalele. This is where the blowhole's at. We'll see if we got enough energy in those to get this guy going for us. Guys, looking straight ahead of us, you can see where all these cars are pulled off the side of the road. That's the shortest route down to the blowhole. About a 20, 25-minute walk / hike. The first flat area there goes a little bit right in front of us. Yeah, perfect timing. We're going to bank over to our left. We're almost going to be looking straight down into the blowhole from this angle. Keep your eyes down to our left side. See if it'll go again for us. Yeah, there we go. Perfect timing. Dude, first time I've seen it all day. Actually, the last couple days. This big flat area over to our left is one of the spots on Maui they used to grow pineapples. You used to be able to sneak up there after surfing or swimming, grab a fresh pineapple. Sometimes you can still find them. It's a little more rare now. It's been about 15 years since we stopped growing pineapple on Maui, and about 5 years since we stopped growing sugarcane. But coming around this corner, we're going to be looking up one of the longest valleys in the West Maui Mountains. It's called the Honoka House. Translates to Misty, the Misty Valley. So this point out in front of us is a really special spot. It's called Honolua. The far side, I'd say, is the best surf break on the entire island. They hold the Women's Billabong Pro here each year and a handful of local contests. When we don't have big surf, the bays on the inside are awesome snorkeling spots. They're both marine sanctuaries, tons of fish and wildlife. You can really see the reef from up above here as we fly over. For any golfers, that's the Plantation course. They used to hold the Mercedes Championships there. I think it's called the Century Championships now. But we're going to do a little turn here, flip around so Vicky and Mike can get a good view of Honolulu. Then we'll head over to Molokai so we can go find some waterfalls. I think they're holding a contest right now, actually. Alrighty guys, jamming over to Molokai. What we're crossing right now is called the Pailolo Channel. And Pailolo translates to crazy fisherman because it's typically really rough for boating out here. Got another whale coming up on our right side. Oh, we're getting stoked out with whales already. It's awesome. Just on our right side now. Yeah, epic. Maybe a little baby one with him. Cool. So it's typically really rough out here. Normally getting mixtures of swells, and we get the trade winds that kind of rip through here. As kids, we called it the washing machine. They get tossed all over the place. But fishing is really good down here, mainly because Maui, Molokai ahead of us. Lanai's a little bit hard to see right now. All used to be one island. They called it Maui Nui. The deepest it gets is about 900 feet. That brings in a lot of the bigger fish and a lot of whales, like we saw. So we're going to keep our eyes peeled. I'll let you guys know if I see any more. Look, another one on our right. Next little group I'll put on our left. I'll try to balance it out the best I can. We're going to keep searching, but there's this little island out in front of us. Kind of looks like a turtle. It's called Moku Ho'oniki. It was one of the islands that was used for bombing practice back in World War II. The other island, it's just a sad one. The other one, called Kaho'olawe, still nobody's allowed on. They think there might be unexploded ordnance, bombs scattered down there. But here, everything has been cleared. Really good fishing and diving spot. Most people targeting ono, mahi-mahi, and sometimes ahi tuna. They also do the hammerhead dive excursion down here. If you guys want to scuba dive with the hammerhead shark, it's where they'll take you. Looking over to our left, you can see how the wave starts to break further and further offshore. That's the start of the longest coral reef in the state of Hawaii. It's over 25 miles and it extends around the entire southeast side of the island. Molokai in front of us is the 5th largest island in the chain. Also 5th highest population, only around 7,000 to 8,000 people living here. I was just on Molokai a couple months ago. It's crazy. There's no stoplights on the entire island. 2 gas stations, a couple little grocery stores, so it's a whole different vibe, even compared to Maui. But cool thing is, when you're down to the beach or on a hike, most of the time you're all by yourself. It's really nice. We're going to be flying over this massive ranch in just a second. It's called Pu'u'ohoku Ranch. It's over 14,000 acres. There's a road that cuts through the center of the ranch and then zigzags down to our left. That's the main road on Molokai. Gives you a little insight how life is over here. So unlike Maui, the road on Molokai doesn't go all the way around the island. It stops at this next valley I'm going to show you guys. It's called Halava. Everything past Halava Valley is only accessible by air or by sea. Just coming into view down to our right is Halava Bay. That beach is where the road dead ends. You can park down there, do this epic hike, zigzag through the center of the valley, and it'll take you all the way to Halava Falls. There's a big pool at the base of the waterfall on the left side. That's where the hike ends. You can jump in, swim around. Let's check it out. Michael, Vicky coming around for you. Alright, everybody still doing good? Woo! Awesome. So this is an epic view. As we come over this next ridge in front of us, we're going to be flying over the tallest sea cliffs in the entire world. These guys stretch up over 3,900 feet at certain points. So as we come over, look both ways. Left, right, we'll push straight out for a second, come back, get a cool view of the cliffs, and I'm going to show you guys my favorite waterfall. Alright, just coming into view out in front of us, over 1,700 feet tall, is Papale'ua, by far my favorite waterfall anywhere in Hawaii. We're going to do a couple turns a little further out so you guys can get some good pictures and videos of the whole valley, waterfall together, and then we'll go get up close to the first one. Check her out. All the waterfalls in Hawaii are fed by rain. No dams, glaciers, releases, anything up above. They call them seasonal, but what that really means, they're just dependent on the amount of rainfall we get in the days or weeks beforehand. This Papale'ua Falls. Alright, everybody get a good view? Good? Alright, cool. We're going to continue along the north coast of Molokai. These light-colored trees down below us are called kukui trees, the state tree of Hawaii. You might see in some of the shops they sell the kukui nut leis, like black polished seeds, really beautiful. That's where those come from. They also did filming for the very first Jurassic Park back here. They combined footage from Hana and Maui, Kauai, and Molokai, put it all together to make it look like one island. Might look familiar as we come around this corner. Not quite as much water as Papale'ua, but actually a little taller. This waterfall coming up on our left is called Kaiva. It's over 2,000 feet tall, one of the tallest in Hawaii. And then looking out in front of us, the point sticking really far out is Kalapapa. That's where the leper colony was established back in 1866. Luckily, leprosy has since been cured, now known as Hansen's disease. So everybody's free to go. Still, I think 4 or 5 people from the original colony living out there. And then coming up on our left, probably the most isolated valley in all of Hawaii, called Wailau. There's only 2 families living down here, pretty much as off the grid as it gets. No running water, no electricity, no Amazon Prime. Down here by itself, living off the land, hunting, farming, fishing, So besides their two properties, there's one straight down to our left. The other one's kind of tucked around this corner. Everything else is now state forest. So nobody can buy land back in Wailau anymore. This is how it'll always look.
And gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, twice as much ain't twice as good. And can't sustain like one half could. It's wanting more.
Alright guys, heading into Wailau. Wailau translates to many waters. It's almost always raining back here. You wouldn't expect it, but typically there's tons of clouds. The days that we're able to fly through the center of the valley are really special. There's reports of about 500 to 700 native Hawaiians and Polynesians living back here at one point. They were mainly growing that root vegetable, taro, which is used to pound into poi. It was exported from this valley to a lot of the other islands. Molokai itself is comprised of two shield volcanoes. We have the eastern and the western. And we're flying directly through the center of the eastern shield volcano right now.
Twice as good and can't sustain like one half could. It's wanting more. It's gonna send me to my knees. Oh, gravity, stay the hell away from me. Oh, gravity has taken better man than me. How can I be? Keep me where the light is. Keep me where the light is. Keep me where the light is. Come on, keep me where the light is. Come on, keep me where the light is. Come on, keep me where the light is.
So probably my favorite view of any tour that we do, as we come over this ridge, we're looking back at Maui, ahead to our left, Lanai ahead to our right, Molokai right down below us, and then that longest coral reef in the state of Hawaii, just out ahead, and it just gets more and more vibrant as we push out over the top of it. If you guys look along the shoreline, you'll start to see these kind of half circles. These are fish ponds, built by the native Hawaiians and Polynesians as a way of fishing and keeping fish stocked. A lot of them are only visible from the air. They've been broken down over the years from all the storms and big surf. Other ones have been rebuilt, but when they were originally built and rebuilt, it's all done by hand, usually by one family. Alright guys, we continue this turn. We're looking out at the island of Lanai. 98% is owned by Larry Ellison, the founder of Oracle. It was originally the Dole Pineapple Company. It was slowly acquiring more and more land over time. Lanai used to be the largest agricultural production site of pineapple in the world. This whole side we're looking at is completely unpopulated. Only about 3,000 people living on the island, but it is an awesome spot to explore. If you guys get a chance to make it to Lanai, the off-roading is epic. You can drive down onto the beaches, all throughout the mountains, big shipwreck to check out. You can kind of see over to our right side. And you can camp along all the beaches too on this side. It's pretty rad. If you're not really into camping, there is a beautiful hotel on the other side of the island, the Four Seasons Manelli Bay. All around, really cool spot to check out. Looking back at the west side of Maui, yeah, it looks like maybe another little whale just down to our left. We'll cruise on over that way. So, looking out ahead of us, the point sticking out the furthest on our right with the beach wrapping around is Kaanapali. We're kind of looking at the backside of Black Rock from this angle. Up the coast a little bit, you're going to do Honokauai. A little further up is Kahana. That's where I was raised at. Then we got Napili, Kapalua, and then just ahead to our left is Honolua, where we initially left off to go to Molokai. Maybe a little bit of whale action out ahead to our left about our 11 o'clock. See if they stay at the surface for us. There's a couple more beaches that we can see from this perspective I want to point out to you guys. There's actually 4 of them in front of us. Furthest on the right is Napili Bay, my favorite beach on the island, really protected, tons of sand. That's where I learned to swim at. There's a good restaurant too, the Sea House, that overlooks the beach. Because it's mainly sand, it's not the best for snorkeling, but one bay to the left is Kapalua, has an awesome reef, extends right up to the shoreline, still really protected. A day like today, it wouldn't really matter, but kind of a special day. It's usually not this calm out. So we got these 2 bigger beaches out ahead of us. First one is Ironwood. Second one is Fleming. Both really nice, both fun surf breaks, but typically a little more exposed to wind and waves. The point that extends out in between them, some people call Dragon Seat. You can walk really far out there, great view up and down the coast. There's a big labyrinth to walk around. Cliff jumping on the Ironwood side. Actually dropped my son out there yesterday. We were walking around that labyrinth. It was pretty cool. There is a trail that connects all 4 of the beaches. You do have to come through the hotels a little bit. We got the Montage to our right, and then just behind Dragon Seat is the Ritz-Carlton. Right, these ones are staying a little close to the surface, just down to our left side. See their fins under the water. It's pretty cool. It's all rad from the air. Another little beach I want to point out to you guys coming up ahead to our right. It's called Windmill. Really good seashell hunting down here. Also a good surf break in the wintertime. It's a little more off the beaten path too. If you guys are trying to find a beach, you probably won't see as many people. That's a pretty cool one to check out. Up the coast a little further, we got these rocks sticking out into the ocean we call Three Sisters. Great spearfishing and diving spot. Drops about 80 to 100 feet pretty quickly. And we're going to swing around Three Sisters. We'll cruise up the coast. I'll show you guys some more cool spots if you decide to do this drive. Guys, coming up on Nakalele and the blowhole. I showed you the shortest route down, but you can park on this side too if you want a little more exercise, explore a little bit. It's about 30 to 45 minutes. Oh, there we go, over the back side. It's a good one. So this route will take you down over all the lava rocks. It's pretty cool. Kind of makes you feel like you're on another planet. About our 2 moving 3 o'clock. See if it'll go again for us. There we go. This next little point in front of us has a pretty cool hike. More of a walk than a hike. It's called the Ojai Trail. It's about a mile to a mile and a half loop. So if you guys are driving along this path, you brought some lunch or drinks, you want to stop, set up a little picnic, or have some drinks, it's a cool spot to do it. It's almost always uncrowded, and it's a really nice little trail. Out ahead of us to our left, the Ojai Trail. Pools coming up on our right. There's actually a ton of tide pools in this area to explore. The north side of the Hawaiian Islands do tend to catch a lot more of the swells, kind of stormier conditions. So anytime you're going somewhere new, just watch the ocean for a couple minutes before you hop in. Those main pools, just on our right side now. And looking up into Kahakaloa Valley, like I was telling you, it's a pretty sleepy little town, not a whole lot going on. There is a really good banana bread stand down there. A bigger house on the point has a cool art installation from all the local artists in the area. And then directly ahead of us, they call this the Horn of Kakaloa. There are stories of old chiefs and kings in Hawaii that would jump off different areas into the ocean during times of battle to inspire their troops. It's kind of crazy to think about. As we come around this next point, if you look into the bay just after it, there's a big cave that the waves wash into. It's only visible from offshore. The pilots call it the Mermaid Cave. And there's a rock that sticks out in front of it. If you get the perfect angle, it kind of looks like a mermaid tail. I don't know how much it actually does, maybe a little bit. But I'm going to call into the tower in just a second, get us our landing clearance. I hope you guys enjoyed the flight. I'll have you back home safe and sound in about 5 minutes. guys, welcome back. So let's take a second. I'm going to fix up my controls and roll the throttle down. You guys are welcome to take your seatbelts off whenever you're ready. And then in just a second, these guys are going to be cruising out to help everybody off. You guys have a good time? You like it? Woo! And we got a bunch of whales, too? You guys are awesome. Thanks for flying with me. Great to meet you guys.